Hello everyone, welcome back. So what is ESB? So this is a basic interview question when we go for any integration interviews. And when we ask this question, everyone says ESB means it is an enterprise service bus. Yes, but if you understand what happened before ESB and what happened after ESB, so what is advantage with ESB, then we can answer this question with more confidence. So just let us quickly look into this. So what is ESB? An enterprise service bus implements a communication system between mutually interacting software applications in a service-oriented architecture. So let us again look into this, but just remember it is a communication system. Okay. So before ESB, let's say we have four applications: A, B, C, D. Okay, and these four applications needs to communicate with each other. So in that case, how integrations was, I mean, before ESB, how the integrations were exist. So let's say application A want to send data to B, C, and D. So in that case, it has to send data to B, and also it has to send data to D, and also it has to send data to C. So it has to send data to all these systems separately, right? Same thing with B, D, and C. So this type of integrations we can call point-to-point integrations. Point-to-point integrations. So before ESB also, systems was talking to each other using Java, and we have written scripts in either Java or .NET or Python in the specific application language we have implemented, and they were able to talk to each other. But that is called point-to-point integration. So what is the disadvantage with the point-to-point integration? So this is the main thing. So let's say from this system, I want to detach application B. So in this case, when you want to detach application B, we need to make code changes in A, C, and D. Because there is a script written in this system to send data to B. So we need to make code changes in A, C, and D. Then only we can confirm that B is detached. When you want to add a new system, let's say new application E came into this system, and you want to, these all applications need to send data to E, and E want to send data to all these applications. So in that case, you need to again make code changes in all these applications to include A into the system. So this is clear. So adding and removing applications from this system is very complicated, and that will definitely impact the production. So what happened after ESP? So this is here here also same concept. A, B, C, D want to communicate with each other, but they all send information to only ESB. Okay, and then ESB will take care of rest. Let's say A want to send information to B, C, D, then it will send only to ESB. Then based on the ESB logic. ESB logic, in the sense, in ESB we have written integration. So integration will take care of this. Okay. So A will send the data. So A will send the payload to ESB, means integration inside ESB. Then that integration will take care of sending that information to B, C, or D based on the logic that we have written in the integration. So here with this architecture, if you want to remove or detach application B, you just need to make code changes in ESB only. We no need to touch anything in A, C, D. Only ESB code changes are required. And if you want to add a new system to this system, new application to the system, then you just need to make code changes in ESB. No need to touch anything in these applications. So that is the beauty with ESB. So what ESB is doing here, it is a communication system. Communication system means it is taking the data from the system and sending to the respective application. So it is just a communication system between these all. So let us go back to the definition. Implements a communication system between mutually interacting software applications in a service-oriented architecture. So it is having some architecture. And also, not only the communication system, it has some policies and procedures to follow. When we, let's say we have a application or integration or ESB platform, to call that as ESB, it has to follow some rules. Means, so let's say it should be able to transform the data, and it should be able to route the data based on the conditions, and it should be able to attach the application to the ESB system. We should be able to simply we should be able to detach the system from the ESB. A lot of integration platforms these days is having, right? So these all should be included, then only we can call it as ESB. Thank you everyone. I hope it helped you understanding what is ESB. Interviews, I saw many times, when we ask this question, what is ESB, most people just say the definition, but when we go deep and ask the questions, most of the people is not able to answer. What happens when we don't have ESB? I mean, what happens before ESB? What is the difference between ESB and point-to-point integration, right? Thanks, everyone. We'll meet with the next question.